General Treasurer Set Magazine. This time I will call our Mayor of Providence, Jorge Eloza.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, everyone, for joining us. I want to thank Councilwoman Jermaine. Thank you very much for your leadership and for bringing us together, as well as Dr. Jermaine, Dr. Norley, wherever you are. There we go. I appreciate you and your leadership as well. Everything that Hope and Change for Haiti is doing are things that certainly promote the values that we live by and that we govern by here in the city. I also want to recognize State Representative Raglan Vassal. Thank you. You're always on the right side of all of these issues, as well as State Rep Potter. I appreciate having you here. We have Mr. Jim Vincent. Mr. Jim Vincent is not a politician, but he politics more than any one of us. You're always there, always present. So we appreciate that, Jim. Hillary Levi Friedman. Hillary, great to have you here. Hope everything's going well with you. And I also want to recognize Shonda Womack from Omarise. Great to have you here, Shonda. I think I forgot to mention our state treasurer. Great to have you here, Treasurer Magazine. So, our country right now is in the middle of a conversation. It's more of a debate, and frankly, it's more of an internal struggle. It's an internal struggle where we continue to debate and compare who we profess to be and who we actually are based on our actions. We profess to be a land of opportunity, a welcoming place, and the very symbol of our United States, the Statue of Liberty. It says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free." Now, these are the ideals that we strive to live up to. But the reality is actually borne out in these horrific, horrid, stomach-turning pictures and images coming from our southern border of how human beings are being treated like cattle and treated in inhumane ways. Not only that, but then our solution as a country is to deport them back to a country, many of whom, as Dr. Jermaine just mentioned, many of them have never actually seen and stepped foot in, while at the same time, a country is already having a difficult time feeding its poor, and this is only going to exacerbate their challenges going forward. So who are we as a country? It says in our very founding documents that it falls on each and every generation to do their part to form a more perfect union. And I do believe that what we're witnessing right now in our immigration policy is one of these moments, and one of these decisions is going to decide who we are as a country and who we are as a people. All I can say is that if we are what we're seeing down at the southern border, then we're absolutely a country heading in the wrong direction. We have to be better than this. And we are all here to call on our representatives in Congress and to call on the President of the United States to be better and to do better. These are human beings that deserve every single bit of consideration, to be treated with the dignity that every human being possesses. The last point that I'll mention is that while this may be happening at the southern border and dealing primarily with a country outside of our shores, make no mistake about it that this is something that's happening right here in our country right now. It's happening right here in our community and right here in our city. We have a strong Haitian-American community here. Their families and their personal lives are being impacted by this. So this is not a foreign challenge. This is a challenge right here in the city of Providence. So to the entire Haitian-American community that resides here in our city and in our state, and throughout the entire state, I want you all to know that we stand by you and we stand with you. And we will support you in any way that we can throughout this process to make sure that your people, your relatives, your friends, your family, that they're treated with the dignity and respect they deserve. So thank you so much.